Hello and welcome to the Onward VR Master League. My name is TFH and I am joined by my lovely co-host, Control. How you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you for asking.
Well, we got...
Happy Sunday.
Oh, happy Sunday to you too. And happy post 4th of July to all of our American viewers out there today. And if you're not, well, happy summer. But we've got an amazing match for you tonight. We have Delta Squad, but we have a new team of very prominent Downpour people, the Downpour developers themselves, including our Lord and Savior Dante and Mr. Death. Like, how much better of a match could we get right now?
I know, it's pretty awesome. I'm excited.
It's really cool that not only like the developers like take the time and actually are like playing the game, but they're also playing it at a they're going. I don't know if they can play it at the competitive level. We're about to find out here shortly, but at least they're getting a taste of it at a competitive level. And so I'm really excited to see how the devs like kind of view, like they want to play their own game. Like, you know, Dante's had a vision for how he wants this game to be, and now we kind of get to see how he wants to play his own game live on a cast versus another team of people who are training together, Delta Squad. So it is going to be really fun to watch. I just really can't wait, and let's just get right on into the facts here. Control, hit me with some bans, why don't you?
All right, well, on the side of Delta Squad, who is home today, they're going to ban Snow Peak. And on the side of the whole thing, they will be banning Tanker.
Ooh, interesting. We don't really see Tanker banned too much, but
apparently there's a thing, so now everyone's gonna ban Tanker.
I know, right? They're gonna be trendsetters here. Like, Dante's banning Tanker. What does this mean? Could this be patch hype?
Yeah,
could this
is
be
it?
patch
Maybe.
hype? Could this be patch
Word
hype?
has it they're all playing on the quest right now.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, what other rumors can we start?
What else can we? Enigma's gonna have a field day at right here.
Well, it's really fun because they put themselves in this position, meaning that they're like being lighthearted about it, because people will either want the devs to lose at their own game, or expect the devs to win, or all kinds of different expectations. But going into it, I think we're just gonna have a fun matchup for the first week.
Yeah, and I think we're going to start off with one of the more fun maps, in my opinion. It's going to be Suburbia, if I can select the maps correctly here. There we go.
And I agree.
Yeah. And this is going to be very interesting. Delta Squad have predominantly played on the slower side of League play. Not super slow, but they definitely like to take their time, be a bit more methodical than some other teams. But we know nothing about how the whole thing's gonna do this.
Yeah. Ooh, it looks like they have a reservist in.
Oh yeah, it does. It looks like that L Vegas has been called in by the ranks of Downpour Interactive to help
maybe he's a
support
dev.
the dev
We had
team.
no idea.
Maybe he is a dev. You never know, but then again, there also is Ike, I believe, who's going to be playing for Delta Squad, which means that there shouldn't be reservists, if we're not mistaken. But unless Ike is actually part of the team, which he could be, I have not really checked that. So
I think he's not. I don't think he's officially on it. I think he's still a reservist.
Yeah, I think he is. So if that's the case, then we should technically not be playing with the reservists. But it'd be really cool to see like how, I don't know, I kind of want to see Vegas play with the devs and see.
I do too.
See how this goes, but at the same time we have to, these are some pretty basic rules that we have to always make sure we're following. And I know the devs might be not as familiar. Granted, they are a little bit more preoccupied with important stuff like patch hype and the quest port and whatnot. And so VRML is probably not their biggest priority, but still it is awesome that we get to see them here live on cast, full commentary from yours truly and our lovely Control. Like, how could you want it any better?
Are we supposed to answer that?
No, there's
rhetorical?
no answer to that. It is
Okay.
it is a rhetorical question.
I learned a word today.
You already knew that word. I know you
I
already
know.
knew that word.
I know. The glasses mean I know.
Yeah, nerd.
Yeah, well, we can actually talk about the map. We do have the middle house objective.
Yes. That is
Okay.
my favorite objective.
Well, it's the one objective where you can do the one from the stairs. And a part of me really wants them to play Bazaar and get a certain
yeah.
OBJ. I don't.
Oh, the famous Kayat objective. Who could ever
I
forget
just where's my popcorn?
There is no league popcorn in this. Only good vibes and just people wanting to have a good time on cast.
It's all in jest.
Well, we are waiting on a lot of people. We're waiting on 3 more people effectively. I think waiting on Ike to get in for Delta Squad, and we're waiting on 2 more developers, including Dante himself. So hopefully he'll make an appearance. Either that or he is the shadow puppet master in the background.
We are waiting
instructing
for the whole
Mr.
thing.
Death on how to execute his conniving plans, but we're gonna have too much fun here today.
How do you think that they play? Have you ever played with them? I know.
You see, here's the thing. Mr. Death is a former League player. He used to play as a sniper for boss fights. So I could expect some League tactics, you know, kind of going back into those old school Season 4 League tactics coming out of him. The other ones, some of them have played in the League before under another team name. And you'll see the joke here in a second. The other team name was called Just the Tip. Hence why the current one is called The Whole Thing. What does that mean?
It has to do with hair.
Yeah, of course, as Vivian, the hair specialist, has pointed out.
When I went to get my hair done, I was like, just frost the tips. And then this time I went around and I said, no, just do the whole thing. That's what it means.
Yeah, and that's why Control is looking blonder and blonder every day. But
because I got the whole thing.
Yeah, done. Exactly. But so the devs have historically played and allegedly played in League before. This is way before my time. This is way before Vivian's time. I think the only caster on the desk who was ever casting at the time was Nightfire. Now, Sleepy was playing at the time. I don't even think Noman was, because Noman came in a little bit after me. So, yeah, this is prehistoric Onward coming back to life. Get ready for some like Jurassic Park strats here.
Jurassic. Yeah, it'd be funny if they tripped up by their own updates. Like, what's this table doing here? This wasn't.
Yeah, I know, right?
This wasn't in my original vision.
And then suddenly, during the patch, that table is gone. Maybe this will be. Maybe some more changes will come because of this game. We could be watching history right here. Never before have we ever been so close to the Onward gods.
I want to point out that we're always watching history because we're in the infancy stage of VR esports.
That is true.
Yeah.
But we're in like, instead of like esports history, this is like Onward history. Like.
Oh, okay.
This could change Onward forever. This matchup could just change Onward. Make Dante see what Onward really is, and like have some kind of random vision. Maybe have a hallucination later, and then he just wakes up in the bed like exactly what we need, and then we'll implement that.
I think that they really wanted to play in the League, one because the quest hype, of course, is a big thing.
Oh, yeah.
But also because you know, I think there was a lot of like jabbing of like, oh, you guys don't support the League or watch the games, and they're like, yeah, we do. In fact, we'll make a team. So I think that's maybe like a shout out to them, saying like, we can play.
You can't say they're not playing because
for sure.
At least Mr. Death is in, and then so we got some more people. We got developer and community manager Mr. Death, Trilby, whose role I forget. I have to probably look these up as well, but we'll just go off the names like we normally do. We got Black Shark Bragu, which I don't know if that's Dante or not. I'm going to assume it is. And then we got Yunwin.
Onion.
Onion. Okay.
I don't know. I'm saying onion.
I think that makes sense. Onion. That makes sense. You kind of have to pronounce it like onion, but these developers. And then obviously the shadow developer, Mr. L Vegas, who's a former Legionnaire. So Downpour are in pretty good hands right now. We're still waiting on Ike to get in here.
But we can go down the roster.
Oh yeah, we can. We have Death Legion Delta team captain Wilson, who did not take the Delta out of his name, so that is going to mess with me the entire stream, and I guarantee it. Random thing Soko, who comes straight from the rookie bootcamp, immediately found himself landed on a team. I forget what rookie bootcamp team he was on. I want to say it was Hornets, but I'm not exactly sure. And then we are also joined by David Chan, who has been a member of Delta Squad ever since the summer, but he joined so late that I don't think he really, at least not on cast, not one of my cast. I've never seen him play. So kind of, aside from Death Legion, who was one of my rookies when I hosted the rookie bootcamp, which probably got
Is that
hacked.
true?
Yeah.
Real? No.
We only played one game and then the game got hacked, and so that got
a rookie?
Well, he was during when I did the rookie bootcamp. Like, this is last season.
Okay. Well, he has a lot of hours.
It was kind of the lost and forgotten rookie bootcamp because that was when the hacker was going around and borking all the lobbies. So.
Oh, Mr. Hacker. Oh, looks like only Ike is in.
Yes, and he is back in, and hopefully we can get our games started. I know everyone here has been waiting long enough. As a matter of fact, for exactly 12 minutes. It's longer than expected, but hopefully we can get these matches going straight away and watch the whole thing as they show us how to take the middle house objective like pros once they get it on in.
Yeah. Well, maybe they're trying to figure out their loadout.
Yeah, maybe. You know, they put so many
maybe
guns
they're like,
in.
why can't we have 5 shields?
Yeah, I know, right? What's this comp lobby? How does this work? Are we going by ESL rule sets?
Yeah.
No, we're not. We're going by VRML rule sets. We're going to do the whole game for as long as we can, but hopefully we don't go too long because we've got another amazing match right after this. We've got Mayhem versus Animal House. Now, one of these teams is your favorite, Control, right?
They're both my favorite.
Oh, there you go. So
can I say that?
Yeah, you can say it. You can say whoever's your favorite, Control. You are a caster. You could say whatever, and it is written in stone.
Well, no one's forcing me to say anyone's my favorite right now.
Yeah,
so.
no, I'm not, so that's fine.
But before we do, I do want to shout out to Wilson's fiance. They just got engaged recently here, and she's watching, so she's here to watch him take the whole thing down. The whole thing.
I'm gonna let you finish off with that. Boy, we are professionals.
Yep, we are ready. They
we
just
are
gave me a
ready.
signal.
Yep. And they're gonna go with 4. Wait. Oh, nope. Now Death Legion has crashed. Oh boy, we're gonna cut to an intermission while we let these teams sort themselves out and give ourselves a little bit of a breather. But we'll see you guys when the matches begin. Don't go anywhere. The whole thing versus Delta Squad will be back after these short technical difficulties. Alrighty, everyone, we are back in it, and We are loaded in. Delta Squad, I've come back in with a full 5 squad. Looks like we got Death Legion. Yeah, Death Legion is back in, and the boxes have been lifted. Looks like that we're seeing Trilby taking it a little bit easier, but Vegas is charging in like a mad lad. Oh, and a couple. Oh, that nade! Mr. Death is already team killed, and and it wasn't even 15 seconds. I don't know. We're got to. Oh, that's a close one. Wilson's able to find Mr. Death as well. The former member of Boss Fight got a little trapped there. I think he was a little confused by his own nade, but they were definitely not expecting that hard of a push coming out from Vegas. Death Legion is able to get that confirm onto Mr. Death. So he will get the kill there. Now the whole thing still has 3 members strong. Riding along with Dante, at least allegedly Dante. And now David Chan is right around the corner. I think he hears Dante. Dante is rolling with that suppressor, so allegedly he's not able to hear. Oh, look at that. The MK18 rings true, and he's able to find David Chan. I almost called him Delta Chan.
I'm looking over at lane 1 and 2 over here, where they're making a push as well.
Yeah, Trilby's made a good progress. It looks like the downpour team are going to try to work their way around the objective and then push in. Trilby is able to find Wilson, but Death Legion is able to find Black Shark. Rag. That's a long one. Raga.
Haha.
Now Trilby's looking like he's gonna opt to try to enter through the back door. Now he's playing it pretty quietly, but he is still standing up, so he still has that option of running if he ever feels like he needs to, but
I think they must know he's there. He is making jingly noises.
yeah, it's a little harder when you're standing up to control your movement to the point where you don't make noise. Which is why so many players choose to go into the duck motion animation, because that means that they make substantially less noise. But Trilby is playing it like a boss, and he is standing up. It's just his play style, and he develops the game, so he clearly must know what he is doing. Oh, he looks for Soko. They trade. And looks like the res could come from Only Ike onto Soko. Only Ike goes for that confirmation. That isn't really needed, but Onion is now looking for a way into the house. There's only 2 of them that he has to worry about. Both of them are inside that house, so if he's able to get one, he might be able to link it and get to the other, but he has to find Ike first, who has previously played for Delta Squad before becoming a reservist. So there could be a bit of that cohesion still left over. But then again, he hasn't played with Soko before, I want to say, though.
Well, I'm not sure if they were giving callouts or not, but if so, then Onion should have a good idea. He also hear them talking, like asking, like Soko asking for a res.
Well,
looks like he's
Onion
confirming there.
Going around and confirming random stuff. I don't know what he's confirming right there, but whatever he was confirming is most assuredly
Wilson
dead now.
Body. Yes, for sure. You have to be sure.
Yeah, you have to be very sure. It seems like the entirety of this downpour team is choosing to go suppressed. Clearly provides a bit of an advantage, or just as I say that, random Soko comes in loud, finds the hit onto Onion, and Delta Squad will take the first point.
Right.
Well, what's your first round impression of all of this? The team of developers versus a pretty refined league team.
Well, a few things. They may not have played together specifically, like on Uplink. Like they maybe just have tried certain things, and I don't doubt that they know the map, but maybe they haven't played together as well, as evident from the team kill early on, because I think it was like a nade and a purposeful shot.
Yeah.
So that was unfortunate, and then maybe like in the in the mayhem, Mr. Death got downed as well. So I didn't hear a lot of callouts, but that doesn't mean they weren't doing anything silently. I didn't hear any of that, but Delta held a good defense. It was, not one that we haven't seen before, so it worked. It's tried and true. I think Legion was taking his standard position in the spawn house, and of course Only Ike having experience, and I don't know they were able to give any of those callouts for the whole thing as well, but I think it was a good defense. I don't know about the attack. How did you feel about the attack?
The attack, I think, was a little bit more just randomly put together. Granted, they do have El Vegas as a reservist, and he has his own kind of play style, and his play style was to rush him as far as he can and try to establish a position, whereas I think Mr. Death was to chuck a grenade and be done with it. So, and that clearly did not go very well. It was a very well-placed grenade on the wrong person, but we're hopping into round 2 now, so I think we'll see a whole new face on the downpour team here. Plus Vegas.
Yes, plus. Oh, and here we go.
Looks like a couple nades being primed. Onion is tossing a smoke out. It's interesting seeing a smoke grenade on defense, but Delta Squad's coming in a perfect line here as Wilson leads the charge with that machine gun fire, just trying to suppress, make sure that no one really pushes up any further than they need to. Trilby is kind of hanging around on that car there. He's taking some pot shots back. A couple more smokes coming out from the Delta Squad boys. Onion trades with David Jan. Looks like Death Legion was able to get a couple shots off, but oh, Trilby gets a nice little domer onto Death Legion.
Ooh.
No more randoms will come out of that. Random Soko is charging his way on into the house. He is right there. El Vegas is just there to defend it along with Mr. Death. Nade goes up there. Would have been good to find Vegas, but he rotates out and rotates back in just in time to find that pick onto Random Thing Soko. Now, the rest of Delta Squad are a little bit further behind. Looks like Trilby's had some pretty free reign to be able to walk in front of that front house pretty effectively. Wilson's kind of on his own, and his only other friend is in the front yard of the white car objective. So, yeah, a little bit of a staggered approach there, wouldn't you think?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, Tribly was really just making so much use out of that smoke. Interestingly enough, he has been able to down the Delta here over and over again from the same spot. He hasn't rotated, and Delta hasn't gotten the refrag on him. So that's something where maybe they could play a little bit closer together, because at this point he should have been taken down already.
Yeah. Now it's up to Ike to see if he could put together some kind of an attack here. He's on his own, and the rest of the whole thing is pretty much locked down in a house with the black and I don't know
Spawn
if
house.
in spawn house. Can I just call him something else? A shark. We'll just call him Black Shark. There we go.
Yeah, I think he's gonna. Oh, I was.
I think that
No,
that
he
does sound
just
like
missed it.
Dante.
I was going to say that he would have seen only Ike, but he looked away, and only Ike did look away just then. Tribly is about to round the corner here. They must hear each other, or...
Ooh, Tribly's got to look around the corner. Ike's going to be able to find that one. Tribly, the roamer on this house, is take it down. Now it's up to Shark to be able to find some kind of, some kind of an angle here if Ike doesn't want to get into the house. But it appears Shark knows about the general location, but he just isn't looking at the right time. This is the perfect time. Ike is looking for that pick right now. He knows that he needs to be able to find it in order to be able to work his way on up the house, but I think he's gonna...
Oh, he's giving up.
No, he doesn't. He's more preoccupied with trying to take down the front stories from the outside window than from the shots from the middle house. And ooh, Shark's not able to get the full hit. He does get a couple onto Ike, but that won't be enough. Now Vegas comes charging in. He's charging around corners. Ooh, Ike gives the latest position, and Vegas is gonna finish it off, tying it up for the whole thing.
Oh yeah, it was like he almost stopped right at the wrong time as El Vega was coming out.
I was more or less expecting Vegas to go around to the door side because I thought he knew where it was, but I was a little surprised when Vegas decided to go around the other way, and I thought, oh man, Vegas is gonna die here, but lo and behold, he did hold true to that, and the whole thing will run away with a point of their own.
Yeah, and I think it was a good defense. It was very similar, except I think Tribly did get lucky, I will say, because of that smoke, and I don't know that the smoke came from the offense, just like throwing smokes to rush in, but not capitalizing on it. But he was able to capitalize on that smoke, just kind of moving back and forth in the carport to get those picks.
I honestly think Tripoli did very well. He found himself a nice couple of picks there and was able to really get the momentum going on his side with the defense. You could definitely tell that at least the whole thing, I've been really practicing their defense here. Maybe have made a game based around defense with a defensive advantage that we used to talk about all the time. So it's kind of no surprise to me there that we are kind of seeing a bit more of the defensive rounds here, especially on the middle house, where there's plenty of different places for the teams to hide now. And, you know, Downpour kind of put those in there for a reason. They didn't just want to furnish a house for nothing. They wanted to add some levels to the gameplay. They wanted to add some you know, add another factor to our defenses on Suburbia. And lo and behold, that's how they're going to play.
And looks like we're getting into our next round.
Yes, we are. Delta Squad. I'm reading the first name I see. Delta Squad are going to be defending the garage, which is probably the most defendable objective on this map. So maybe this is a time for them to get themselves a nice little lead over the whole thing. I can't say this team name without laughing. I am sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Because you keep saying like the whole thing. Like they're going to take the whole thing.
They're going to take the whole thing.
There they go into lane 4. The Black Shark and Onion over here smoking at the playground and approaching. I'm going to be curious to see if they choose to peek that corner. And just looking at the... Let me see if I have... Oh, no, my laser's on. There we go.
Ooh, random thing. Soko might be able to see Onion here really soon if Onion's not careful. Oh, Onion just realized that that's a peekable spot, and he's blind firing into the fence. At least he knows where his colliders are. Keep in mind, I think Dante was the one who created this map off of assets. But now Downpour is making their own maps from in-house talent. So they definitely know even more about their own maps than they did before. Ooh, David Chan is holding a really nice angle on the tank. He might be able to find a Black Shark. No! Random thing Soko will identify it first through the fence, be able to take that one down. Now Onion is trying to go.
Though.
Oh no, Mr. Death again! Why do you keep shooting your colleagues?
He has no, no judgment here. It's just
Mr. Death. If you ever talk with him, he's always this very polite person. He'll always refer to his fellow developers as his colleagues. So why do you keep shooting your colleagues, Mr. Death?
He's so polite for saying.
I always say coworkers.
No, there he goes.
Wow,
that's
nice little pick on the Ike through the fence. Very nicely done. Of course,
he heard some firing.
He probably doesn't know he got it, but very nicely done. Ooh, and Onion is working his way up onto the tank. He is being super sneaky right now. David Chan's got to be really careful. He's going to expose himself first before he has line of sight because of his knees, because of how the shape of that tank is. And Onion's going to be able to get that one. Very nice. And now
both sides playing like pretty reserved.
Yeah. Now the recently engaged Wilson is one of two left to defend the objective, I believe. Yes, him and Death Legion are the remaining two to defend the garage objective from the whole thing. Makes it sound way more hype than it really is, but you know what? We're gonna roll with it. Death Legion is upstairs. El Vegas has moved his way on in. He's got to be able to hear Vegas right now. Vegas ran his way on up. Sounds like a couple of shots going over there, but we'll go over there in just a second. Vegas identifies Death Legion. He's gonna trade with him. Now we're into a 2v1. Delta Wilson versus Onion and one other. I believe that is Mr. Death himself, who has been the Reaper of Death for both Delta Squad and his own team. Wilson might have an angle. Right there. Believe it or not, there is a line of fire onto each other right now because those bushes aren't bulletproof. But Death is not expecting the trash can location, and Onion will go in for the refrag. Onion is just on fire today. He is the developer you want to look out for.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe he'll get picked up by Globo. So
Regardless.
actually, Mr. Death has had 2 kills, but he's had 2 team kills as well. So that's 0, but he has had kills. Onion with 4 up on the whole thing as well. I think that was really just smart play of Onion kind of doing the creep up, because the defense was where the defense was supposed to be, and of course Mr. Death knowing to pre-fire that fence is the minute he heard some shots coming out, like just pre-fire that area. It's a common spot, so that was a good pickup on for him. And so yeah, the both sides are being reserved and quiet. I've not heard any call-outs. I don't know if you have from anybody.
I've heard Shark, who I am like 90% sure that is Dante.
Someone just confirm if it's Dante. My gosh, he's gonna wonder all night long.
It's gonna keep me up all night. I'm just gonna go with it's Dante, but for the sake of continuity, we'll call him Shark. But I did hear him do a couple call outs here and there, especially while he was in that top house in the spawn house. Death, Onion, and Vegas, I haven't really heard much. Trilby has been doing good, but I haven't really heard much call out on their side. Granted, they're probably in like Zoom meeting calls all the time because Onward is a made from home game. They don't have an office anywhere. It's everyone's
There is
working.
an office. It's in Turbine.
Yeah, there you go.
That is headquarters.
I think there's also an office somewhere in like quarantine as well.
Okay, now I'm hearing some talks now. Let's see if we can recognize their voices.
Man, they are such a quiet team.
I heard a giggle.
Onion giggle.
I heard a giggle.
Either Onion or Death giggle. I don't know who it was. They are happy to throw some smokes out, though. Must be pretty proud of those. They used to be really puffy cotton balls floating out everywhere. Now they are really directional. They look amazing.
Yeah, it looks like they're going for like a 4-1 split on that side too. Ooh. So I'm hoping they capitalize on this.
Yeah, Delta Squad are looking pretty good to get around the whole thing. It's
a really interesting defense because Onion has pushed up rather aggressively, so he's not.
I think Soko is able to take down our community manager. And Delta Wilson's able to find Onion.
Too aggressive.
And he is taking no chance with that fence line.
Yeah. Good call. I would not pick that, but.
Yeah, we can see. I think
just confirming.
That's Shark who's got the line onto that one. Death Legion downs David Chan. He is taking no chance with anybody. Death Legion is able to find Black Shark.
Great push in. They're really gonna have El Vega here, who's gonna be able to.
Oh, Trilby with the dome on Death Legion is able to get a nice one. Death Legion's able to get some callouts here. It looks like Trilby's a little hesitant to go for the confirm, but El Vegas is gonna do it anyways for him.
Wow, Wilson is getting.
Ooh, Trilby onto Soko as well. Now, Delta Wilson is getting around behind. Trilby has to move around behind. It looks like the cap might be coming out here. Oh no, Trilby went down. It's all up to Vegas and what other? Ooh, I don't know where the fifth one is, but Vegas is able to find random thing Soko. I don't think Vegas understands what's going on.
He needs to go up and
Wilson
cap.
is in capping location right now. Could be a cap. Delta Squad can easily make the comeback right here, 3-2, if Wilson's able to type in the code quick enough. And he will be.
Oh, and he does.
And that was not the whole thing's fault. It was their reservist's fault. So that's oof. That's a big oof.
I think that was such a great attack, and that's kind of like how you have to do it. I mean, I like this objective. It's because if you work together to get across the street, you can cap upstairs, behind, and in cover, or like behind different walls. So they did a great job of isolating El Vega into the spot that he was in. They had 3 defenders on the the north side of that street. So they were able to pick them off. And then I think taking Trilby down was the one that really, what really helped them. say it's El Vega's fault, but he does have 7 kills here. He is doing some work as well. But that was a great push for Delta. They, did the smoke. I mean, Wilson was carrying 1 smoke. They should not have let him get that. The smoke is traveling, guys. So
well, here's kind of what happened, though. Mr. Death dropped, so it messed up our overlay. It showed 2 people up, but the truth is, Vegas was the last one up. What he should have done in that situation was just went ahead, got himself killed. They would have, Delta Squad would have easily tied it up, but they did the work. They got to that point. They would have had that tie-up. That's fine. But the fact of the matter is, and he knows this, he's a member of Legion. He was a member of Legionnaires. He was a captain of Legionnaires for the longest time. You're the last one up. You gotta rush it back to objective. Like, you cannot. You have to assume someone is on objective at all times, and if you don't, you will get capped on.
And we are moving into the red car OBJ, which I think is the most defendable one. So they could very well take this if they play their defense right and take the first map.
Yep, got smokes. Do it.
But I'd be curious to see if the whole thing decides to go down, lane 3 here. It looks like they're doing 3 down one side, and Black Shark and Mr. Death taking lane 3 and 4. Flash goes out. I think that was...
That was legal. That was legal.
Oh, no, I just meant that was unnecessary. He wasn't
really
rushing
it is kind of is a little weird to throw a flash that early on. Usually we see flashes a little bit more late game when we have already identified positions. Speaking of identifying positions, Trilby finds a nice little one on the random thing Soko.
And confirms. I think that they really are playing kind of dangerous with 3 defenders on the north side of the street, because if they take out Wilson, and they might be rushing to rotate and get taken out or get capped on.
Looks like Vegas is trying to make his way across the street, but he's a little worried about
Onion!
Ooh, Ike!
Just as I said that, he was just completely exposed in the lane you don't want to be exposed on.
Yeah, the Delta Squad defense here has been really on point. They've really kicked it back into gear. They let the whole thing get a little bit of a lead here, but ooh, Ike is trying to shoot into the bushes, but I think he keeps shooting that concrete barrier. He doesn't realize it, though. Oh, he gets taken down by Mr. Death. Living up to his name.
Call-outs, though.
Hey, we'll be able to give out nice call-outs. Not anymore.
He was able to say that he didn't get him, though, which is good. So
Yeah,
that
should give him enough information to the rest of the
And
Delta
Tripley
Squad.
over here is
David
coming
Chan
up
got
on
Mr.
Wilson.
Death.
Oh, wow.
The
from
res
across.
kid come out, but there is no confirm. He is behind the car, I think. So the res can come. It's just going to be really difficult. Death Legion finds Trilby. Only 2 members of the whole thing are remaining. So it's not the whole thing.
Vega here.
It's just part of the whole thing.
Vega here is going to do the same thing. He's going to be crawling with the smoke, and I'm wondering if they're going to call him out on that. I think... Oh, it's going to run out, so which is fine, because he's going to be able to get some cover here in the middle.
It's a good idea on him to hit the deck right when that smoke is running out.
Oh, yes. He got himself in a good position. I mean, crossing the street is like what you want on these objectives. To be able to flank around.
Yeah, to be able to approach the objective from the backside. Oh, the revive comes on to Mr. Death, but David Chan was just watching that. Now David Chan's looking to get himself another if he can, but he's in a little bit of a precarious spot. He doesn't have much... Oh, no, he ran out of ammo, so he's going to pistol. This is going to be very interesting. He's going up against the Black Shark. Which I do believe there's a rule about player names have to match whatever they are in the website. So hopefully he changed it before this game. Ooh, Death Legion finds Black Shark.
Great shot from Death Legion.
What a nice shot. Now it's all
I hope we're
to
getting
Vegas.
some clips, guys. Yeah, Vega has flanked all the way around. He knows there's shooters back here. Death Legion is not even looking, unfortunately. But the minute he shoots,
Oh, he
Oh,
hesitated,
wow,
and that's
he
what
did
gave
it.
Delta Squad the points.
wow. Great win, great shot there from Death Legion, securing them the first map. That's impressive. What do you say?
Oh, that's a great effort from Delta Squad. I do think the whole thing, for being their first league game, have put up an excellent fight with, especially with the help from Vegas and Mr. Death on their first map here. I can't wait to see what their map pick is going to be, but it's going to definitely be some hype here.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, I hope you are clipping these for us. Get some good clips that we can share. Throw some biddies their way. I think it will encourage them, in my opinion. It does look like we have a great crowd with us today. Everyone's excited to see. And look, we did get our wish. We are in Bazaar, and that's going to be the pick from the whole thing, as they are the away team.
Yeah, Bazaar is going to be a really interesting one. I think this is I think this is one of the original. No, I think Bazaar came a little bit later on, but this was one of the more professionally made maps by Dante. Like after he basically created the game. So it'd be interesting to kind of see how he chooses to play it. And by the way, I did get somebody in my ear telling me that Black Shark is indeed Dante, so I can stop calling it Black Shark because that is hard to pronounce.
Black Shark.
Black Shark.
And it does look like we are going to have the West OBJ.
Start off with, wow.
Everyone calls it the Waffle House OBJ.
Well, Waffle House is always open, but I don't think this OBJ always is. At least the whole thing is hoping not.
Well, I think that the whole thing is that they're definitely going to be looking for that comeback. They do not want, to be made to look like they don't know their game. But again, they play it differently than those in the league. So I'm just really glad that they're in playing. It just really brings the community closer. And I'm excited for this one, especially as they're going on defense. What do you think about Delta Squad? Do you think we're going to see any aggression from them?
Probably not. Delta Squad kind of always have played methodically, and I don't think they're ever going to change that as long as Wilson remains in charge there. He always liked that EU style play, I think. So I think he's really brought it over to the United States and has incorporated it pretty well for his team. And to their credit, the whole thing have been playing that same way too. So very similar tactics. I think it's actually made some really good gameplay so far. It's not super slow like like Loyal Dog slow before, where that was more of a it was a little bit more of a map knowledge and confidence issue, whereas this one is like, okay, I know where I need to go, but I'm gonna be as stealthy as I possibly can, and then shoot, move, and rotate when I definitely need to. So overall, it's been some really good stuff, and I can't wait to see how they do the exact same thing on Bazaar.
Yeah, and it looks like they're taking the time to plan. I think everyone's in the lobby.
Yeah.
And let's see, where are the spawns in here? They could spawn right by the tank or by the east courtyard. Or I think southwest. I'm sorry, southeast.
Yeah, I think they can spawn over there. Viewers can't really see the map right now, so it's not really the best time to
Oh, apologies.
yeah, it's okay. Granted, they can't really see
there's
what
a
we
camera
can see.
too.
It happens. But we are just waiting on that first round to begin. I think this is going to be a really incredible objective to watch for the first round on this map. It would be a really good kind of way to kind of see how both these teams are going to approach Bazaar as a whole map. And right as I say that, the round timer goes off, so we're going to get started here very shortly.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if we're gonna get some main street sniping from Mr. Death, as he is known to be quite deadly sniper.
Yeah, he still claims himself to be one of the best snipers in Onward, but I have yet to see that. But hopefully we get to see it on this map. It doesn't look like he's bringing a sniper.
And if you heard Black
Oh,
Shark say, we'll be playing on the Quest soon enough.
I
Shop talk during a game. Love it.
know, right? And then maybe that's marketing. I think it's marketing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, there you have it, everybody. We're going to be playing on the Quest soon enough. Put that in, spam that in League General.
Yeah, and it looks like Delta Squad here. They're getting making way in the Kia, but I was gonna say Tribly and David Chan, but David Chan got the better of that one.
Oh, yeah. Definitely a really nice little peek there. Was able to identify it on the wall. Looks like a couple of grenades are coming out now from Wilson.
Yeah, but Onion here is waiting, looking for that refrag, but David Chan's from the upstairs.
I mean, Vegas is on all fours waiting for this pick as well, so the commitment is definitely there. Death Legion's taking a couple shots out there. David Chan's able to find Onion. Or I think it's a confirm, but...
No, no. That is Onion, the other second one on the north wall.
Oh.
We have Death Legion is just suppressing over here into the West Market as the guys push in on the main street and one on the north. They've got a guy running in from the north there. That noise really helping out.
Well, Random Thing Soko has just found Mr. Death, and what is he shooting at?
I don't know, but David Chan is in proximity.
He is making his way downtown and walking fast.
Oh, he shouldn't have shot. I was gonna say.
Oh no, I'm about to say, that is gonna ruin his attempt probably. Oh, yep, there it is. Vegas is able to come around, get that flank on, and defend the objective.
Yeah, you know, Alvega would have gotten him even if he had made it up in the back alley.
I'm not so sure about that. I think not many people really knew about his position aside from Dante.
Until he shot, I would say, yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, but Ike's able to find Dante. Black Shark.
Just give that call out. That was great suppression though from Death Legion. That was that allowed his team to move up. I mean, at that point, the whole thing did have a good response, but it was a good play and a good push. Now they just kind of have to sync up. Oh, see, Vega's right there waiting for the cross.
Yeah, it's Vega and Ike right now.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure they hear each other by now.
Granted,
Death Legion can come in for the punish here as well. Don't forget about that.
Yeah. I'm surprised that Alvega is taking it. He must be confident that he took everybody out on that side.
I'm a little bit more surprised Death Legion doesn't see Vega, because Vega is standing right in plain view of a window.
I think he's looking at the OBJ.
Yeah. If Death Legion just moves over like 6 more inches, he might be able to see Vega.
Well, the minute... Yeah, he needs to move up a little closer so that when only Ike, if he goes down, he can grab that refrag.
Trying to keep all 3 of these in camera view because I don't know which one's going to shoot first.
I know! Oh my gosh! Only Ike does make it out.
Ike's going around. Vega's might be able to get this pick on, but then immediately after, I'm pretty sure Legion's going to rotate around to be able to shut the round down, but if Ike manages to slip by Vegas, that's 2 points
I don't know
potentially.
He can.
I don't know how quick of a cap he is, but the shots happen, but Ike's able to find that one. Delta Squad will get the first point on map 2.
Great shooting there from only Ike. That was great. That was like, I mean, I kind of wanted to see a cap, as I always do, but that was, I mean, Alvega was in the spot to see him cross, which he did, but he didn't get the better of that shot. So that was a good round, but I thought the push was good. I think that they could have synced up a little bit more, but you know, during the game it's kind of hard sometimes if they did have a plan for it to fall apart. But I think David Chan getting the 2 in the north really helped a lot. It opened up that area that it did allow for him to move up in that north, and had he not shot and rotated, he could have snuck in through the back and capped on top of Dante. What do you say about that?
That sounds like some street cred right there.
I know, right?
Like being able to say I capped on the developers in a league game on cast, like that would be amazing. And Delta Wilson is pretty much done that already, even though Dante was dead at the time. So he really just capped on Vegas, but still, he capped on Dante when he was dead, and that's what counts.
It is what counts. That was a good round.
That was a good round. I like you were saying before, I like the approach. The whole swing around thing that Ike had. It was really good. He knew where the positioning was, and he knew what he could do. He went around there. He had that lined up perfectly. And the moment that he lined it up, he was able to get that jump onto Vegas, and boom, that was that. There was also some very interesting positioning from Vegas as well. So, I don't know if Vegas is the best person to defend an objective right now, but at least give it his street record. But he is getting kills, and that's what's important, I guess, to the Downpour team. Round 2 of map 2 underway as we have the same objective. Looks like that the whole thing is going to go for a 3-2 split. Couple of smokes to signify where they have spawned right off the bat, I guess.
Right off the bat, TFH's tagline.
Yep. Staying in baseball terms, Vegas is able to find Death Legion, kind of working his way up on there. He's in the mini market, so that frees that up a little bit. Up, and I am.
Oh, wow. People are killing.
Trilby finds David Chan. 2 members of
like
Delta Squad
revenge.
already down. The whole thing is still the whole thing. Onion finds Wilson. Random thing.
Wow.
Soko finds Mr. Death. The first, the not so whole thing now, as they will be called.
Random thing Soko did take down Mr. Death, but he didn't rotate, so I don't know if he's like expecting someone to come out, but El Vega did a perfect thing. He put out the smokes and then rotated all the way back to catch up with the rest of the team. But yeah, just like that, Delta Squad is down to 2.
Yeah, and the whole thing have 4, so there is a lot of pressure on Delta Squad to be able to keep their lead going. If not, it will be tied up, or even worse, maybe be lost if they are able to get the cap on. But let's take a look over at the defense.
They're really close to objective.
Yeah, but to say they're pretty close to the objective, so I'm not too worried about the cap. But if a gap opens up and say Mr. Death or Vegas or Trilby at this point, I don't know how quick of a cap Trilby is, but I'm going to assume he's a pretty good one, given how he's playing so far. But if one of these gaps open up, they might be able to slip a code in. The whole code. Ooh, Ike on an onion. Very nicely done. Very nice pick. Just around the corner. Was able to immediately identify that.
Tribley was looking for that refrag, though. And it's not going to find if Ike stays... Oh, he just poked out a little bit.
Ike sees him as... Oh, no. Ike has moved away. He's been distracted by the gunfire. So has Trilby. Tribley, I believe. I'm mispronouncing his name. Oh, yeah, the lineup from Ike was on to Tribley there, and Ike was able to finish that one off. Now it's up to Vegas and one other to be able to try to work his way on it. It is Dante over there. Vegas finds random thing Soko. He tries to line up Ike, but Ike has already rotated away, so Ike can live in the relative safety of his walls there. He does have to worry about Shark moving his way on up.
Yeah, and El Vega is an absolute veteran here, so he's gonna be able to have a little bit more awareness of those last few spots. I think that that he'll have to look for if he and Black Shark can sync up. Although only Ike he's looking back there. I wonder if he hears the shuffle.
That's pretty far away, and I don't think you can hear stuff that far away.
He's looking though, so.
Ooh, the peek's happening right now. El Vegas doesn't see it.
He tucks back in.
It looks like Black Shark's gonna go prone and try to sneak up on Ike as well, but Ike's pretty tucked in right now.
Oh, he doesn't need to peek.
Oh, he does not. Oh, but the peek's gonna happen. Vegas able to find that one, and the whole thing will get a whole point.
Yay, giggles.
Well, the whole thing have been able to put up a pretty decent fight, given the fact that this is their first game, and this is what, Delta Squad's second season. So
Yeah,
we just had a pretty long season, and Delta Squad are one of those. Delta Squad are one of those teams to not only do their weekly matchup, but also try to go for challenges as well. So they're a well-rounded team at this point.
Yeah, and they did help a lot of teams warm up last season.
Yeah, very active in the VRML community, and so it clearly shows their coordination is there. Even with newer members, it is there. But it's also pretty incredible to watch, you know, just the Downpour team, the fact that they all know each other from, well, I don't want to say non-Onward stuff because it is Onward, but from not playing the game, but from developing it, is also working pretty well for them as well.
Yeah. I'm trying to keep up with chat here. They are
Going nuts.
quite vibrant. Yeah. There's a bit of a delay, so I can't keep up with it exactly. So whatever you're correcting me for, yes, I agree. You're right. I don't know. Sure.
Good job, chat.
Yeah.
Well,
And oh man, I am so happy right now because look at the OBJ. I'm just.
Oh boy, that is gonna be a tough one for the whole thing to defend. It's probably one of the most challenging objectives in the entirety of Onward, and now the people who can change this objective if they so wanted to are gonna get to play it. So we'll see what they we're gonna see how they choose to defend it if they get capped on from the top. You know what, that's just how it's gonna go.
Yeah, Delta. You know, I don't ask for a lot of favors, but please, go for that cap.
It'd be pretty awesome to see that cap happen on Dante. I am not gonna lie, that would be something.
Well, it's like I'm sure they're aware.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
We're just
they're
being
very
petty.
aware. Yeah.
I love their talk over here. The whole thing.
Well, they are.
I'm glad they call it Kia too. That's what I call it.
Back in my Magnificent Bastards days, we had a different name for that I cannot share on stream, specifically designated to large objects.
Then don't. Don't. I'm here to tame you. All right. It looks like we've got wow, an interesting spread. They're opting to kind of do a surround here, and I think that the challenge that they're going to face is whoever is on that northwest.
Oh, Wilson immediately finds Dante. The res can come out, but that is such a nice little angle.
Second floor, second window.
Oh yeah, and Mr. Death right here with only I. They must.
That res can come out, but it's very dangerous right now because Wilson is still watching that angle. It's just a nice little angle. It's so narrow you can barely see it.
Interesting here. Onion chose to smoke. Maybe he's smoking to. I thought maybe he was gonna walk out, but it's really just giving masking sounds for only Ike here as he walks up on Mr. Death.
Yeah, that's gonna be harder for Death to be able to pinpoint those. He's kind of.
Oh, only Ike's gonna have his back turned. Oh my god!
Oh, and Death doesn't look. What is Death? He's running away. Oh,
Yes,
I'm sorry for
great.
laughing. That is too funny. That is going to the blooper reel. Onion takes down, and Mr. Death finds Wilson. Random thing Soko. There's a team kill there. Let's also talk about that.
Oh man, only Ike is so close.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Onion revives Dante. Ike finds Mr. Death. Finally.
He's in. Only Ike is in. Oh,
He's in. He's able to cement his position. Dante has to rotate.
On Dante.
This could happen.
If you don't
He
rotate-
kept
oh
on
my
Dante.
Oh wow! Oh my gosh! It's fantastic. I don't call in that many favors, but I'm glad I called in on this one. Oh boy, that
Oh, boy.
was just okay.
That was
I gotta say a
insane.
few things. I have met Dante and Mr. Death. Love you guys, but there's just something about that was oddly satisfying. So I want to see some videos in chat for that one. That was fantastic. A great play from Only Ike. I mean, he went. Luckily, he still had his gun up and went for that last kill, and then capped. So that was just fantastic.
We better have that clipped. I want to see that on the top of Onward. That is some pure Onward right there. Amazing stuff. Delta Squad are able to run away with the cap here and bring it up to 3-1.
Yeah.
Within, what, round 3 right now? So, or this is round 4. This is round 4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got to give props to Delta Squad. This must be like, so it was probably really stressful for them, you know, going in because it's the first week and they get the devs. They're an unknown, you know, Delta Squad still being new, and they have had to recruit new players onto their team. So they struggled to have consistent practices this week. So I think they were nervous, but I'm glad to see that they, you know, playing as good as we know they can. All right, next round.
We're gonna go into the next round now. It's Delta Squad's turn to defend this objective. Will the devs be able to enact their revenge on Delta Squad? Who knows? We're gonna see. Riku's gonna ride along with Delta for now. See how they get set up. We do know that the whole thing has been a little bit. They've taken their time. They haven't been too aggressive. But ooh, just as I say that, this is about to get crazy with David Chan already fighting El Vegas, who's been doing massive amounts of work for the downpour team. Mr. Death is able to get the refrag onto that one. It looks like he's going to go for the long flank around onto the north side. Maybe try to insert himself from the north side as well. Sneak around there.
I just want to point out that the whole thing can just as easily get a cap. I mean, that's kind of the point here.
Yeah. Oh, wow! I did with the C4!
I just got RPG'd in the market.
No, that was a C4. That was an RPG.
Yeah, he just miscalled that one though. But yeah, great confirm on there. That does alert them a little bit of the sides to be watching because they were heavy on the east.
Another C4 goes off. Won't be able to find anybody. Ike is kind of hanging out in the middle. It's a very precarious spot, so you got to know how to navigate around it. Trilby finds Death Legion, but only Ike will be able to get that refrag in there in time. The whole thing is now 2 men strong. 2 men to try to go for the cap. Delta Squad is, I was going to say 3 men strong, but now it's 2.5. As Mr. Death is able to find random things Soko. Mr. Death finds Death Legion. Now we're into a 2v2. Wilson is defending the staircase. Death is rotating back in a way to kind of throw off the trail here.
Yeah, well, Death Legion was able to give that call out that he was on OBJ, so I think Wilson's kind of on the lookout, but I guess only Ike is watching down the center here. But Black Shark is moving back around so he can get behind only Ike.
And if Black Shark is able, oh no, only Ike downs Delta Wilson.
Oh.
That's a free kill for Death, and now Death is working his way out. The devs are gonna go for the upstairs cap now. It's back-to-back caps. No one can stop Mr. Death. He's got to radio it out to Dante to make sure he doesn't kill Ike. Mr. Death is struggling on the code here. He's repositioning himself here and to be able to get the optimal position. Oh, can this cap coming any quicker? There it goes. The community manager shows the community how it's done. Back-to-back caps.
Oh, boy.
3 on map 2 here. The whole thing are looking to stay in it, and they are in it to win it.
Yeah, that was fantastic. I'm going to say it goes both ways there, okay? Because they got it just as well. I think what obviously went wrong there was only Ike downing Wilson, which was pivotal. And I don't know that Wilson was able to give any callouts, but the minute Mr. Death did that confirm and ran up the stairs, but only Ike didn't move. He was distracted, I think, from Dante just shooting in the main street, which was a great play. So that was quite amazing.
I'm kind of speechless. I would not have predicted back-to-back caps from either of these teams. Like, see the devs do it and then Delta Squad do it. I thought it was like, oh, we're going to see Delta Squad do it and the devs are going to play it safe. They're just going to go for it. They're going to try to recover themselves. No, we are in it 3-3 right now. This next round decides if Delta Squad will either win the game or have to fight it out in map 3. Or I don't even know what to say. I've been shouting at Mr. Death for the past, 2 minutes now, waiting for him to get a cap in, and it was spectacular. Make sure that gets clipped as well, because I will, if I could hang clips on my wall, I would hang both of those on my wall. Those are just amazing. I'll just hang an iPad on the wall. That.
You know, I'm glad they're playing Delta Squad. I think it's just a really great matchup. It's no cakewalk for either side. So
and they both play very similarly as well. So I think it is such a great matchup to see two teams that have a very, very common play style kind of go at it, and it works out really well for them. A lot of times we see teams like Animal House go against teams like Delta Squad, and it's just Animal House being very. I mean, it's kind of true they have Dolomite, but
yeah, I was gonna say. Good call,
we just see them just run at him, and either Delta Squad are able to get a good one on that one. It's getting a good one. Death Legion is able to find Onion, starting off this round in the favor of Delta Squad, but they have to get into this defense here and completely either get the cap or destroy the whole thing if they want to be able to take map 2 and the series. But it looks like the whole thing is getting into their groove now, and they are here to win it. Random Thing Soko fights Trilby. Ooh, this is falling apart here really quickly. They are getting very peaky, and when I say they, I mean the whole thing is getting very peaky.
Well, the positioning, I was just gonna say that's an interesting position, but he got killed right then. He was just too exposed, and I don't know if he was just distracted by the smoke because they were. Ooh,
Vegas finds David Jan giving the first pick back for the whole thing. Vegas and Ike are gonna trade now. Now we're into a 3v2. This is far more manageable for the whole thing. And Mr. Death is still up, and Mr. Death has been doing some great work for this team. Black is able to find Wilson. Now we're into a 2v2. Oh, this can't get any tighter.
oh my goodness, this is just.
Both remaining members of Delta Squad, Thing Soko and Death Legion, are looking like they're going to try to go through the alleyway, which is being watched. But, oh, Black is not ready for it. Dante's not ready for it.
Oh, they really need. Okay, so Soko and who is it? Death Legion. They really need to work together here, on what to do.
Couple smokes going out there. This should be
yes.
a good indicator for Mr. Death to rotate on in. He's trying to fight. He's find Soko. It's now a 1v1. The remaining member, Death Legion, is looking like he's gonna rotate in from the spawn point. Death just threw both of his flashes.
Yeah, and he's rotating out.
Oh, what a pick! What a pick!
Wow, what a great rotation and a pick. Woo! That was incredible.
Wow!
I am just. It was so good.
Well, on that note, Delta Squad have won the game with that amazing pick.
Yeah, they
through the window, identifying Mr. Death through the window. In a 1v1, that is very well played, Death Legion, and very well played, Delta Squad.
Was that through the window?
That was the window, I think.
All right.
It was not
Please
through the
that
wall.
One. As you know, Death Legion did secure their first map win with the last kill on the map, and he does the same here in a clutch versus Mr. Death. I think that the smokes that Soko threw just were not good enough coverage. And the flash that Mr. Death threw, I don't know if he threw them to distract who he thought was there to rotate around, but Death Legion had wisely wrapped around already. So that was just a great play, and I must say just a congrats to Delta. I know that this was really stressful for them, and I'm just also excited to see the devs playing too. I mean, overall it's just fantastic
And
for the league.
And you can see it in the scoreline. They've been playing very well for their first game in the league. Of course they've been together as a team because they are the dev team, but playing together against, kind of in a new territory. We're not fighting code here. We are fighting mano a mano, and they're doing very well. Granted, having Mr. Death kind of being the anchor of that, his experience on boss fight is just so important, because then it gives the team a direction, and the whole thing has been doing very well. And I know that, playing in Onward might not be their top priority. Obviously, they got to develop it, and we really appreciate them for that. But man, they would be such a team if they really anchored down and really started playing this like as religiously as some of these teams do.
Yeah, and we are playing Cargo for the third map,
Yes,
and
indeed.
Delta Squad was home, correct?
Yes, they were,
Yeah,
but I
they
do
were
believe
home.
they gave up their first one or they gave the map pick to the whole thing on their rounds, so they're playing away all the time.
Yeah, or is that how they did it, or the whole thing chose to go Marsoc?
Well, the whole thing, they don't have the choice to go Marsoc.
If Delta Squad picked the map, then the whole thing gets to pick side, unless Delta picks side.
It's not really the whole thing getting to pick. It's just Delta Squad getting to pick side if they don't want to pick map.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay. Cool. We're on the same page.
Is that the whole thing? Yeah, I think the whole thing maybe they did want to play Marsoc. I like to go Marsoc.
Yeah, me too.
Especially on Cargo here.
I think Marsoc's got really cool stuff. Riot shields.
Right. Oh, and here we go.
I'm gonna have the propane tank objective to start off. You want me to say it, Viv? I'll say it for you if you want, right off the bat.
Go ahead, Cal. Go ahead.
Boys,
What are you saying?
I said right off the bat.
Oh, right off the
Started
bat.
right off the bat.
He said right off the bat.
Right off the bat. Right off the bat.
After this, and can talk about the game.
Ooh, a bunch of pre-fire coming out there. So good. Wanted me to talk about the game or something like that.
Yes, that would make me laugh.
Well, Mr. Death's able to
Mr.
find
Death.
Wilson. Ike's able to find Dante. Boy, now we got a massive push coming out from random. He might be. Oh, the C4 finds Death.
Wow.
El Vegas able to find random things. So that'll give him some room to get this revive on our community manager. And looks like Ike will be bringing the shield. I think it's a very interesting tactic, though. Vegas is able to find David Chan. Or I'm sorry, that's Onion using the shield.
Onion
I'm
with
sorry. Onion with the shield.
Yeah.
I'm used
That's
to seeing Ike
interesting.
with the
It's
shield.
the first time.
Yeah, who knew that the devs knew how to use the shield?
Oh, Death is very exposed. I don't know if he's just waiting for that. He's not know he's getting flanked right now. Well, he should hear them shortly.
Oh, you mean Death Legion, not Mr. Death.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Death, Mr. Death. That's what you're right.
Well, Mr. Death finds the pick onto Death Legion, so Death versus Death, and Death has emerged victorious, and the other has died. So
Yes.
the whole thing gets the first win there. That's a tongue twister.
Yes, and you managed it well, so that's gonna be 1 point for
TFH.
the whole thing.
I think I get a point just for that tongue twister right there.
All right, all the points to TFH. Winner of this game, TFH.
No, not the game.
All hail.
That's
TFH.
That's Delta Squad.
Yes.
And all hail Dante.
Wait, I'm sorry. This is really funny. Anytime anybody asks what team TFH is on and he's under an alias, he always says Delta Squad for some reason.
Yeah.
You have a crush on them.
Yeah.
I do too. It's fine.
Hey man, T. Wilson's also a Caps fan, as you can kind of see by my shirt. So, I gotta stick with my fan base a bit, you know.
There you
Gotta
go.
support the supporters. So, yeah, we gotta go. Let's go Caps. Sadly, we haven't been able to have those games because of COVID. So,
Yeah, I'm wondering how they're gonna push here. I'm wondering if Wilson is going to walk up the smoke. I don't know that that would work on the whole thing, but that was a really good play. I remember early on in one of the earlier games, since I casted them a lot last season, he just walked right up with a red smoke, just a traveling red smoke, and capped right under the nose of the defender. So I could see them going for a cap here. Why not?
Yeah, why not? Just go for it. What have you got to
It's
lose?
kind
You've
of the
already won the
objective.
game, right?
Yeah.
So
right.
Just go for it. Just do it. The words of Shia LaBeouf.
Do it. Yeah, go for it.
I'm not gonna shout into my mic because I do that enough already. We gotta get those ASMR times in. Are we? Oh, looks like we have our spawn-ins right now, so we're gonna get right on into it.
They're talking about RPGs over here.
I don't think they're legal here.
They're not, but
Plenty of free fire to go all the way around here, but no deaths as of yet, except for Mr. Death and Death Legion. Ooh, the Ike's able to get Trilby. Mr.
Wow.
Death's able to find Wilson and David Chan in one swift swoop. That leads into a 4v3 right now. Ike is pushing his way on in. He's not bringing the shield like I thought he would, which Selko's able to find Onion, and looks like the whole thing is able to find one pick of their own. So now we're into a 2.5v3. Still too close. It could easily be rezzed. It looks like is the res happening? Oh, it's very
all the
far
way in the
back. There.
back.
It's all the way in the back. Yeah. Who
you
wants
can at
to
least
move
give
back there?
call-outs.
Yeah, he's probably
right?
giving some really good call-outs as well to Ike at least.
No, to Death.
It looks like. Oh yeah, and then the revive comes out.
Sorry. Only Ike is over there as well. Sorry.
The revive does come out, and Mr. Death is getting
look at
very aggressive right now. Oh,
Yeah,
he better have his gun on the ready. Death Legion's right there. He's gonna trade.
Death and Death are both.
Why does it always have to be them? I can't really say that. Death succumbs to death due to death. Who died because of death? Yeah, it's not happening. What is happening, though, is that we're in a 2v2 right now with 4 minutes left to go, and Ike's getting very aggressive here. I don't think he's ready for this aggressive position from El Vegas. Oh! Yeah, El Vegas is able to fight that one really easily.
Black Shark's like, all right, I'm the last one up. He knew it.
Well, it's not Black Shark. It's Wilson who's the last one up, and he hasn't even left the spawn point yet. Now he's already launching smokes.
Oh, yes, that's what I meant. Sorry. Oh, Vega, he's not down. He's just in his position.
He's in the fake death position that we saw.
He's doing the El Vega.
He's doing the El Vega. Yeah. He used it while he was playing with what was it? Valor, right?
Relics of Warfare.
No, he was playing for Valor though. I thought.
Oh, for them? Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. Sure.
And
He's played for a lot of teams. He's the star reservist.
Yeah, he used to play for Legionnaires all the time. Was the captain, and he just left and decided to become reservist.
That's a good smoke. It kind of like points down.
That's actually a pretty good one, yeah. That'll definitely block
It
the line of
doesn't-
sight.
I mean, it's not perfect if you're going against El Vega, because you can't. You have to cover the feet, because that's where El Vega's looking. But otherwise,
I think Wilson's looking to sneak a cap here, judging by how much he's looking at his tablet, and he already knows he's the last one up, keeping by his communications. We're actually gonna try to ride on board with him if we can.
do it. Get on his shoulder. Gosh, it is just so quiet. Oh, look at him. He's got 2 guns. That's great.
Oh yeah,
Just in
it's just,
case.
if
just
you
in
run out of
case
one,
two-
throw the other one, and
Yeah.
then
If they don't die with 100 rounds, he's prepared.
fortunately, this is not Borderlands. You cannot throw your guns at people and they will explode. No. This is Onward. Everything's realistic.
Is that a
Now, if we can throw our guns at people and they get like concussed, that would be great. Because I'm pretty sure if you chucked a riot shield at someone, or if you threw at him 249 like at someone's face, that would hurt a lot.
I would be so confused approaching El Vega here because of only Ike's body. Like just Well, I mean, you know what? It's local.
And Vegas and Black Sheep have got or Black Shark. Can't read today.
Classic Todd.
Dante is his name. They've got the objective pretty much on lockdown right now. Wilson's got a good workload ahead of him if he wants to get a second point here, but he's only got a minute and a half left,
right?
and he's got a lot of places to look for before he can move up. Looks like he's gonna go right for the pick. Oh, Dante's been identified. He tried to go for the peak. That is just not gonna work.
Oh,
and now
Vega
there's smokes coming out here, so Vega can't really see where this is happening. He might just try to spray and pray and see what happens, but ooh, Vegas is getting very far out there. Oh, they're both shooting into the smoke and they can't see each other. This is the weirdest standoff I've ever seen. Oh, smoke is being thrown. He's playing dead. He's playing dead. Oh my God! And Vegas is Wilson is falling for it. He is playing dead. Wilson is so confused. Oh my goodness, that actually worked.
Oh man. Oh, Vega's gonna throw this in my face.
That is insane.
Shoot it! Shoot it! Shoot!
Oh, Vegas comes back up. Wow, the lead strats. What did I just watch?
Oh man! Oh boy!
I'm just gonna
I just
flash the scores really quick. I just want to show you how wide my eyes are right now.
Oh, I forgot there was a camera. Oh boy, that was fantastic.
I don't believe what I just saw. That should not work.
Oh gosh. Man.
That was way too funny. That was amazing from Vegas.
Yeah, raise your hand in chat if you have fallen for that. Raise your hand in chat if you haven't.
That was incredible. That was an incredible move from Vegas. It's only a move you'd see out of a reservist. They've got nothing to lose. Like, if you were on Globocam and you tried that, you'd probably lose your position on Globocam.
Oh boy.
I don't know how that worked, but it did.
Okay, well, if anybody falls for it for the rest of the season, it's on you, okay?
Yeah, you saw it here first.
It is on you.
You saw it here first. You know it's a legit strat. Make sure you double tap your kills, everybody.
I love this. This is amazing. It wasn't even his kill. There's no kill. Oh man.
I'm just surprised that actually worked.
They're laughing.
They're laughing too.
They're laughing.
Oh my goodness. That is.
What'd you say, Onion? You called us out.
They're gonna clip that one.
We are gonna clip it.
If there is no clip of that one, I am clipping it myself. Now we're seeing a bit of a hold up from the whole thing here.
Yeah. They're looking to maybe cap and close this out here and take a map. But they have Randall Soko here. No, in such a position, he needs to confirm.
Ooh, Mr. Death Mr. Death finds Random Thing Soko. David Chan finds El Vegas, and Mr. Death finds another one, but David Chan is going to trade with Mr. Death as well. There's a lot of bodies going on right here, but Dante will get rezzed by Trilby. That should be taken into account during his performance review.
Yes. Do you remember that time?
Well, you are very good at rezzing, but the team killing has got to stop. Only Ike is able to find Trilby, and Wilson's able to find Dante, and Delta Squad will get a point of their own. After the last one was. Oh.
They have to. It's
I feel bad for Wilson, man. Like, that's gotta. Like, it's one thing if it happens like on a non-casted match. That was casted by us. Like, and
yeah, but it's not like it's not on Wilson though. You know what I mean?
It's
Because
not.
sometimes
It was a really good
it's like-
performance put out by Vegas.
it was a great, yes, exactly. So
And
I
it
wouldn't
was-
say it's
it's
on
very
Wilson. It's
avant-garde.
on El Vega for.
It's incredibly avant-garde, so no one really ever anticipates that.
He put the smoke out and they're shooting. I don't see each other. You see El Vega just like, oh, do my thing, and he does. He takes. He just,
We were just talking
and
about.
You even see him move a little bit, like, oh, you know, like. I must be dying of laughter. Oh, like he was like, oh, he's gonna fall for it. Wait for him to take the tab out. Oh.
You're gonna make me
I'm
spit
gonna
up my
try it.
water.
I'm sorry. It's just so funny. It's just like he just like threw up the gun, like I'm gonna do it.
You know what? It's just we've already
No
lost.
shade,
Why
I
not?
love
You
it.
know, why not just play dead and see what happens?
Oh.
And my God.
But you know
that
what?
works.
There are times when you're playing to win, which it should be always, right? But there are times when it's just like these fun things that pop up that make it fun and memorable, you know? And everyone likes to have a move named after them, right? So the El Vega is a
the El
thing.
Vegas is just throw your stuff on the ground and play dead, right?
Yeah, which is what you do when you get in trouble anyway, right? Just kind of like
Yeah,
lay
it's-
still.
Like if I don't move, maybe they won't notice me. I believe, what was it from Avengers? Who's that character? If he doesn't move, he's just invisible. Forget his name.
That's me. Should I use my powers of invisibility
Yes.
for good or evil?
I think you should use it for evil.
Of course. And random
just too
thing
good of
is
a
going to be
person.
bringing the shield.
Ooh.
Oh, thanks.
I've never seen Random actually play the shield. I've watched him do the rookie boot camp tournament. But he's going down the route that I always advise people not to go with the shield. But luckily there is no C4 this time. But there is plenty of smoke coming out from Delta Squad this time. They're looking for a very aggressive attack. And David Chan is just going to do just that. He corners Onion right there after finding Tribbley.
Oh,
and he is... David Chan is on
right there,
objective!
and
No one
he's
is
on
there! The cap
objective.
is happening! Oh, one is taken down!
Oh,
They don't
right
see the
there,
other one!
in front of El
Vega's gotta
Vega.
move there!
Oh.
The aggression
Oh,
is there! And
he
the cap
gets
comes
it.
down!
David's there. Oh! El Vega couldn't El Vega out of that one.
Now that's some revenge. Now that is some revenge.
There you go, right? Yeah,
That
you're going to
is-
play dead
that
on
is
us.
vengeance. That is pure vengeance.
Oh,
For
Delta
Wilson.
Squad,
For Wilson.
hats off. Hats off to them.
That
They are
was really
playing
well done.
so well.
That
Yeah.
was a very aggressive push, and I loved every moment of that. Just seeing two people on the objective, just the fire everywhere, the smoke everywhere. There was nothing that Vegas could have done. There was no way that he knew that the objective was still compromised after he took down that one member whose name I have honestly forgotten by now because so much was happening. I need a breather. Control, take it away.
Okay. Well, no, back to you.
What? No.
Well,
That-
let's see if Delta Squad can clutch this and just take all three maps,
Yeah.
the whole thing from the whole thing. I gotta say they're probably having just a blast in there though.
I'm having a blast just casting this. Probably one of the
Yeah,
most
this is
interesting matches I've ever
fantastic.
casted.
I gotta tell you, they were so nervous. They were so nervous, and they're doing great. It's
Yeah.
fantastic.
No, they're putting on a great show. Both teams really are. I know the whole thing is not really looking the best in the scoreline, but they're, like I said, for just coming in and playing a competitive Onward for like in a league game for the first time ever since a long time ago, like years ago. Like we're talking 3 years ago.
It's time from a long time ago. Yes. you're right.
Prehistoric times. They're doing pretty well.
They've actually played in the Stack Up charity games.
Oh, there you go too. Okay, so
Yeah.
they've been a novelty team.
Oh, I know what that's like. All right. Next round.
Our novelty team plus El Vegas, who's a novelty of his own at this point.
His novelty move. I've not heard one shout out from anyone. How dare.
One injury fire from Selko. As the whole thing looks to be able to maybe secure the map with the cap of their own, but they've been able to cap back, but this is a hard one to cap back on. They got to bring that aggression just like the Delta Squad crew have done before. Vegas looks like he's memorizing a code. Oh, excuse me. Yes, he is memorizing
Ooh,
a
and a
code.
great nade from out. Nade come from the love shack? It's a great throw, so.
Now, wait.
I mean, I know that they're more reserved, but I'm surprised that Delta isn't like kind of pushing it because they've already taken the game. They know we have another match, so kidding.
Now we gotta get this Animal House hype going, everybody.
Yeah. Slow on both sides, but I definitely think the whole thing is going to be looking to get a cap and take a map here.
We gotta give up this channel soon enough because
Mr. Death told somebody.
Yeah. Oh, Vegas takes out Death Legion and random thing. Soko is able to find Tribly. This is a really good defense coming out from Delta Squad here. Like they're just holding the lines. It's really textbook, and I'm loving it.
Yeah, totally. Oh,
Ike's really pushing out there. He's able to duck back into cover before Vegas can find the line up on him. Death is going to trade with Wilson.
One more yellow room left side.
He's able. Wilson will be able to get the res on if random thing Soko gives up his position, which could be risky. But he's able to find Dante. That is a really good pick. Remember, Delta Squad just needs this 1 point here in order to be able to secure all 3 maps.
Well, Onion's just waiting here.
Ike finds Vegas as well. The whole thing is now just the tip.
And it's just...
And that tip is Onion. Just the tips. How about that? Is that friendlier? Oh no!
Kill.
Oh
because
no!
why not? You know, yeah. I mean, he had.
The flash is going out just to confirm their own team. That is.
I'm sure Wilson must be hearing
no,
Onion, right?
bueno. When Onion can hear David Chan. Onion's been doing work. Oh, he may be able to see. No, David Chan will be able to get that. Like, I can't speak today.
Kill each
Delta
other.
Squad will get all 3 maps. And we'll have enough time to be able to cast Animal Squad versus...
Animal Squad
I
versus...
did it again.
Mm-hmm. You did.
I did it again. Look at my face palm. Look at my face palm.
Uh,
Look at my face palm. There we go.
That was such a great game.
It was.
Man, I think everyone's having fun. I would have to check because I've just been eyes glued on this thing, but I'm sure everyone's going crazy in chat. That was just fantastic playing. Even, you know, El Vega going in there. I think him having a lot of experience was really helpful. I think the devs were, you know, laughing and having a good time as well. And I think it sounded like they were also kind of working, like, oh, you know, making comments and stuff. So just great plays. And, yeah. Well, no, it's great plays, and just there were some times where there was good coordination from Delta Squad, like with the smokes and David Chan being able to get that cap in there. And some of them may have been lucky movements, but they were communicating and totally deserved that win. Fantastic. Sweeped it with all 3 maps, but the whole thing also, you know, giving some pushback and making them really earn it. So all around, great game. So glad I was able to cast this one with you.
Well, we're going to hand this channel over to Sleepy and Noman for their cast of G-Men versus Lobochem, which is going to be a killer match. So definitely watch that. But if you don't want to watch that one, or if you want to watch multiple matches at the same time, me and Control, we're doing a doubleheader here. We're going to be on Onward Master League 2, casting Mayhem versus Animal House, which I think is also going to be just as incredible as the game as the one we just watched here. So definitely tune in to both of those, and we'll see you there.